chores?
Yes, sirski!
When I get home, better be clean, Gubby! Gubby, why did you lie to me? I warned you! Did you do your damn chores?
Yes, sirski!
When I get home, better be clean, Gubby! Gubby, why did you lie to me? I warned you!
A woman at the front of the line pointed at my daughter's.
I heard my little brother watching corn and gooning in his room. Can you call him pretending to be from T-Mobile? Tell him you can see his browser history and you realize he's under 18. And if he doesn't confess to his parents, his phone will be shut down.
Hello?
Hi, is this Javier?
Yeah.
Hi, Javier. It says here you have an iPhone 14 Pro. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. My name is Chester. I'm calling from T-Mobile. The reason I'm calling is I had something come across my desk today regarding your phone and your T-Mobile account specifically. Your parents are Mary and Robert, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And how old are you?
I'm 12.
The man reaches for a candy bar but notices two sizes with the same price. He realizes they're transitioning to the smaller shrinkflation size. So he grabs every bigger candy bar before they go out of stock. As he checks out, the manager bursts out of the back room and tells the cashier not to check him out. I was watching you on the security cameras and I know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to exploit our transition by clearing out the old stock without paying what the bigger bars are really worth. Because of that, you'll need to pay more. That's only fair. The man gets angry because the shelf clearly showed one price. This isn't fair. That's not the shelf price. You can't just change the price like that. The manager replies, yes, I can. You don't beat inflation. You learn to live with it. People always come back.
Well, my mommy said I'm the best.
I'm working late today, so pick me up at 6 p.m.
What do you mean? I just picked you up.
What? I'm still at work.
But I just picked you up and brought you home.
Go check if the man downstairs has a birthmark on his right hand.
Oh my gosh, he does.
Turn off all the lights and run upstairs.
I've done it. But what's happening? Who did I bring home?
I'll explain everything later. Just stay quiet. The police are on their way.
Did you come home already? I heard you call me down for dinner.
No, I'm still at work. Don't believe anything he says, and don't answer any of his stupid questions.
Dad, come home quickly. I'm scared. He's getting really angry.
I'm on my way. The police are just 1 kilometer away.
I came back from war, and my wife said, "How are you home already?" I dropped my duffel bag on the porch, and my wife Jade stumbled backward like she'd seen a ghost. What do you mean? My deployment ended right on schedule. Her face went white with shock. Before I could ask what was wrong, my 6-year-old son Tommy came sprinting out and wrapped himself around my legs so tight it hurt. He was sobbing. "You're alive! You're alive! Mommy said you died!" I looked at Jade for an explanation. She just stood there frozen with tears streaming down her face. I asked, "Jade, what is he talking about?" Jade just stared at the ground. I didn't think you were gonna make it." That's when Jade sat down and told Tommy to go to his room. He didn't want to leave me, but she screamed at him so loud he ran off crying. I scoffed at her before going up to check on him. On the way up, I passed by our bedroom, and there was a man I didn't recognize sleeping in my bed. My voice came out cold. "Who is that?" Jade had followed me up. Her eyes were red and puffy from crying. "His name is Steven." Before I could say anything, Steven woke up. He saw me standing there in my veteran uniform and his face twisted with confusion. He looked at Jade, then back at me. "Wait, isn't this your husband? I thought he died." He turned to my wife. "Jade, what the hell is going on? You showed me the obituary." I went to his funeral. That's when I realized something that made this whole situation even more twisted. Steven didn't know either. She had lied to both of us. I asked him directly, "How long have you been here?" 8 months. We met on Tinder and said you'd been killed overseas. 8 months. My wife had replaced me for 8 months while I was getting shot at. Steven started pacing. His voice was shaking with anger now. "I quit my job in Denver for this relationship. I had a promotion lined up. I gave up everything because she said your son needed stability." Then he pulled out his phone and showed me bank statements. $6,000 in therapy payments. He had been paying for my son to go to grief therapy. Therapy to mourn a father who was still alive. My eyes landed on Jade's hand. There was a ring on her finger that I didn't recognize. Steven saw me looking. She told me we'd get married after enough time passed. She said Tommy was already calling me dad. I felt sick. I turned to Jade. "He calls him dad?" "Wah, wah." She was crying, but I didn't care anymore. None of her tears meant anything to me now. Steven's voice cracked. "My brother..."
这么久了，上面有很多老旧屋子，很难清理，就想换个。
No, bro, don't leave that baby in there with Pirate Clark. Why do we even need airplanes if you can just hop on your suitcase and fly away? This is what I want to do to myself when I read some of your guys' comments.
They can't feel anything. They simply exist. Like furniture. The best part? You can eat them. They can't feel anything.
My uncle stood up at our family barbecue and announced that he could eat any hot sauce in the world without flinching. Nobody asked him to do this. My cousin pulled out a bottle of hot sauce from his bag. The label said, "Last Rites." My uncle looked at the bottle and said the label was just marketing. He poured it on a burger and ate in one bite. My uncle stood up at our family barbecue. My neighbor let his dog dig holes in my backyard every single morning. I repaired the fence to stop it. The next day, I saw a hole in the fence. I called him and asked him to stop. He laughed and said the dog needed exercise. The next morning, the dog was back in my yard digging. I filled every hole with concrete instead of dirt. The dog dug into one and chipped its tooth on the concrete. My neighbor banged on my door screaming that I hurt his dog. I told him I warned him on the phone. He said he was calling animal control on me. Animal control came and looked at my yard. They saw the fence with a hole cut clean through it. They asked my neighbor who cut the hole. He said he didn't know. They checked his backyard and found a saw sitting right by his back door. The officer looked at him and asked again. He stayed quiet. They wrote him a citation for property damage instead. The dog never came back into my yard again. My neighbor still glared.
Bye.